It's Monday, October 14th. This is PSN News. Tonight we'll bring you more on what animal surprised the community by oddly appearing in State College, as well as an exclusive look at the THON 5K yesterday.
We also have more on a developing breaking news story involving a fake Trump video, as well as updates into the NBA and China dispute. Stay tuned.
Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Lacher.
And I'm Alyshia Hercules.
This week, some State College residents looked up into a tree and found more than they bargained for: a live bear. The bear was struck by a vehicle and climbed up a tree in front of the Nittany View Apartments on South Allen Street. The Pennsylvania State Game Commission came to handle the situation. Game Commission Warden Dan Murray said he wasn't surprised because, quote, State College is bear country.
Penn State football player Jonathan Sutherland received a letter from a fan last week criticizing his dreadlocks. Sutherland posted the letter on his Twitter account, calling the letter racist. The author, David Peterson, a class of 1966 graduate, called Sutherland's dreads disgusting and awful in his letter. Penn State head coach James Franklin defended Sutherland, calling him the ultimate example of what this program is about. This past weekend, when Penn State took on Iowa, players wore shirts on the field during the pregame reading "Chains, Tattoos, Dreads, and We Are" in support of their teammate.
Last week, Zach Barrick, noted actor and celebrity most famous for his role in Marvel Studios' Spider-Man: Far From Home, gave a keynote speech as part of LGBTQ History Month here at Penn State. PSN News field reporter Gabriella Hornak has the story.
This is Gabriella Hornak here with PSN News. I'm standing outside of the Freeman Auditorium where transgender actor, singer, and comedian Zach Barrick is about to give his LGBTQ+ keynote speech. Let's go in and check it out. Students, faculty, and State College residents alike gathered at the Freeman Auditorium at 6 p.m. to hear Barrick share his personal experience as a member of the LGBTQ+ community in the entertainment industry. Barrick was Marvel Studios' first openly transgender man since his starring role in Spider-Man: Far From Home.
So it's interesting. There have been a few in Marvel productions, but never in the films, and especially not trans-masculine people. And I think some of that comes from it being a little less interesting.
This keynote is a part of Penn State's Center for Sexual and Gender Diversity's LGBTQ+ History Month festivities. Events were held all week as a way to celebrate sexual and gender diversity on campus. I also spoke to an audience member who asked a thought-provoking question to Barrick about LGBTQ+ treatment in the medical field.
Zach was wonderful. He sort of answered my question about being in the health field, especially since I want to be a future physician.
The LGBTQ+ events don't end there. Next Monday, October 14th, the Hub Flex Theater will be screening a documentary of Selma to Stonewall. Are we there yet? Once again, I'm Gabriella Hornak, and this is PSN News.
Penn State is offering a new scholarship in honor of Osaze Osagi. Students and community members raised $25,000 for the scholarship, with the university matching it. The $50,000 endowment will be used to help students with mental disabilities. Osage was fatally shot by State College police in March when officers tried to serve a mental health warrant.
The permanently banned chapter of the Beta Theta Pi fraternity are now going back on their claims that Penn State used sophomore pledge Timothy Piazza's hazing-related death to claim on-campus property. On October 6th, the fraternity filed a brief opposition to Penn State's motion to dismiss the fraternity's lawsuit against the university. The fraternity was banned after Piazza consumed excessive amounts of alcohol and fell down the fraternity's basement steps, suffering multiple injuries, ultimately leading to his death. The House Corp said that Penn State's decision to take the fraternity's property was not an attempt to fix drinking culture on campus following Piazza's death.
Stay tuned, because after the break, Tusha Pham will bring you the latest in entertainment news.
Welcome back to PSN News. I'm Tusha Pham with your entertainment update. Attention 21 Pilot fans, boy are you in for a ride. As part of their new U.S. leg of the Bandito Tour, the band will be making a stop to the Bryce Jordan Center for a 7 p.m. show on Friday, October 18th with a guest appearance from Mr. Wives. Don't be stressed out because tickets are still on sale starting at $39.50 and students could get a $20 discount on selected seats through Account Manager, courtesy of the Student Fee Board. Mark your calendars for game day. The annual whiteout will be taking place this Saturday, October 19th. Penn State will play the Michigan Wolverines under the lights in Beaver Stadium. Kickoff starts at 7:30 p.m. Be sure to bundle up and wear white for the biggest game of the season. Remember to get loud and cheer on the football team as they continue their undefeated streak. Even though THON 2020 isn't for another few months, the FTK spirit is already in full swing. Our Angelica Singer was on the site of the 19th annual THON 5K this past Sunday. Let's tune into the action.
Hi, I'm Angelica Singer reporting for PSN News. Right now, I'm at the Bryce Jordan Center where the 19th annual THON 5K just ended. The 19th annual THON 5K is the largest 5K in central Pennsylvania, supporting THON, the largest student-run philanthropy in the world. Let's check it out.
The 19th annual THON 5K kicked off at 11 a.m. and a fun and run walk followed at 11:30.
Runners and supporters of THON came early this chilly fall morning to get a good spot for the race, which weaves through scenic University Park.
Runners had the opportunity to interact with Four Diamond families, meet other THON volunteers, listen to live music, purchase new THON merchandise, and hear special guest speakers. Ken Smith, a freshman majoring in engineering science, was the first of many to cross the finish line.
It was just really great to come out here and run and support FTK, and it was just a great event. It was great to have people along the side cheering us on the whole way. It was a lot of fun. Oh, it was great with all the people and the music and everyone cheering us on along the way. It was a great atmosphere, and I can't wait to do it in the future years.
Ryan Funk, a junior majoring in chemistry, and Morgan Galu, a junior majoring in psychology, ran the race in eye-catching costumes, a foot and a hot dog. They ran for their organization Silver Wings, an organization paired with Air Force ROTC, and their THON child, Levi Crodel.
We got a ton of support. It was awesome. Every single time there was a high five line, they'd be like, they went crazy. That's all it's about.
Public Relations Director Dan Malley said the THON 5K was worth the 5 months of preparation.
So this year's theme is Dare to be Extraordinary, and having the team gymnastics do performances earlier in the day, to having balloon artists here, to having PNC doing incredible artwork, airbrush. There's a lot of different fun activities that really embody the theme.
The proceeds of the THON 5K goes directly to the Four Diamonds at Penn State Children's Hospital. Once again, this is Angelica Singer reporting for PSN News.
After 2 years, Harry Styles is finally releasing new music, and you know what that means. So is my inner fangirl. His new single, Lights Up, accompanied by a music video, dropped at midnight on Friday, October 11th. The vibey, eclectic track is the lead single from his sophomore solo album, yet to be titled. Many fans speculate that the song is a confirmation of his long-rumored bisexuality, as it was released the same day as National Coming Out Day. Regardless, it seems like Harry is doing well on his own. Well, that's your entertainment update. Stay tuned because after the break, Brad Strasser has the latest in sports.
Welcome back to PSN News. I'm Brad Strasser with your sports update. Penn State football continues their climb up the AP polls after their massive 17-12 win over Iowa on Saturday. The poll that was released on Sunday had the Nittany Lions move up 3 positions to number 7. Helping the Lions to climb up the college football rankings were some key losses coming from number 3 ranked Georgia to unranked South Carolina and number 7 ranked Florida losing to number 5 LSU. Penn State now prepares for a primetime whiteout game scheduled against the number 16 Michigan Wolverines that will bring the ESPN College Game Day crew to Happy Valley. Penn State women's volleyball saw big performances from some seniors Saturday night in the 3-0 win over the Ohio State Buckeyes. Redshirt senior Tori Gurrell hit for 57% and had 9 kills in the straight sets win, while senior Kendall White had 6 digs to lead the team to the win. The Lady Lions are now 12-3 overall and 5-1 in the Big Ten. The women's volleyball team travels to Michigan for their next Big Ten matchup on Friday. In what some have titled as the Toilet Bowl of 2019, the Washington Redskins came out with a win over the Miami Dolphins in a competition to see who was the worst team in the NFL, as both teams coming into this game had no wins. Washington was able to get to the Dolphins quarterback 5 separate times for sacks, while also coming up with 2 interceptions. The Dolphins may have lost this game, but may have put themselves closer to the #1 draft choice in the 2020 NFL Draft. That was your sports update. Stay tuned.
From the students of Penn State Meteorology, here is your Penn State Campus Weather Service forecast.
Well, happy Monday evening, State College. I'm student meteorologist Patrick Wright with your PSN forecast. And some of the headlines for this forecast this week, those October feels are rolling on in, so no more of the 70s, the 80s. We are actually starting to feel as though the pumpkin spice lattes and the pumpkin everything actually makes sense for this time of year. We also have our next system in sight. I'll give the details on that later on in the forecast and when we will return to sunshine after that next system moves on through. So let's jump right into it. Future weather by tonight, we do expect things to remain pretty clear and pretty calm. A northerly flow with the wind, so it will keep us pretty cool compared to what we've been used to. But again, this is what we're supposed to do for this time of year as we transition into winter. So moving forward to Tuesday morning, we can see some clouds start to build in overall. So it will make for some nice sunrise photos if you want to get up early enough for some of that. But we do expect a mainly calm day throughout the day on Tuesday. However, that does not last very long because by Wednesday, early afternoon, we do expect the next system to move on in. That's going to bring some rain, some showers, and some cooler temperatures right behind it. So if you notice, look at the wind direction. Right in front of the front here in State College, 11:30, we have the southerly wind coming up. So those are some of the temperatures that would keep us a little warmer right ahead of the front. However, notice on the back side, some of the streamlines are coming from the northwest. Those are some cooler temperatures that will help drop our temperatures as we head into the day. Head into the evening on Wednesday and into the day on Thursday. So moving this forward, this moves on through pretty quickly. It dries out a little bit. Showers will hang around and temperatures will drop a little bit as we head into the day on early Thursday morning. And again, just a few clouds hanging around, showers lingering here and there. And the next model I'll show you takes us into the rest of the week. But same thing, 4:30 in the morning on Thursday. It's not that bad of a forecast. I don't expect there to be this many showers here in the State College area. I do think this model is overdoing it. However, we do see that possibility, especially as you move towards the northern portion of the state here in Pennsylvania. But moving this forward by Thursday afternoon, a lot of that clears out and dries out. Thursday morning, we do expect just a few clouds to hang around to start, or at least our Friday morning to start our Fridays and head into the weekend. But things do dry out nicely. Some clouds do begin to build in by Friday afternoon, but that thing moves on out pretty quickly. And Saturday looks like an amazing day here in State College, especially if you want to get out and enjoy some of the sunshine and cooler temperatures, or if you're going to a pumpkin patch and then the football game later on. We do expect mainly a sunny sky at this point in time. So what do the numbers look like for the forecast coming up? 38 degrees under a mostly clear sky this evening. But then by tomorrow, again, those temperatures bump up a little bit. 64 degrees, mostly sunny as you step outside, and clouds. But those clouds do begin to build in, especially as we head into the evening hours for the next system to move on in on Wednesday. Now, the 7-day forecast, this is what we got. It's not that entertaining, just a few showers on Wednesday, 57 for the high. The weekend, though, looks nice as we begin to dry out and clear out. 59 on Friday, 67 on Saturday. And then we level off with our temperatures as we head into the beginning of next week. However, I put a cloudy symbol there on Monday because we could see the chance for a few showers moving in, but the details are still a little iffy on that. From the Penn State Campus Weather Service, I'm student meteorologist Patrick Wright. Make it a great day, everybody.
Accusations against former NBC personality Matt Lauer have increased in severity and number. An investigative journalist said on Wednesday that an NBC producer said in a meeting that Lauer raped her, although she did not expressly use the word rape. A representative for the accuser said the journalist's account is accurate. An attorney for Matt Lauer says that although the two did have a sexual relationship, it was consensual. Lauer was fired from NBC in 2017 for the allegations, which at the time were limited to sexual misconduct.
A fabricated and edited meme-style video depicting President Donald Trump brutally attacking and murdering caricatures of his political opponents in media outlets was shown at a conference that the president himself attended. The video is an edited version of a scene from the movie Kingsman: Secret Service. The video portrays Trump stabbing and shooting many people with logos from media outlets such as NBC, CNN, and Washington Post, as well as superimposed faces of Bernie Sanders and the late John McCain being lit on fire and stabbed. Trump's camp has since disavowed the video.
An unlikely party has found itself ensnared in international controversy: the NBA. The Chinese government has suspended all broadcasts of NBA content in China after, quote, dissatisfaction over comments by NBA Commissioner Adam Silver. The commissioner said last week that the NBA would not get involved in international politics after Houston Rockets general manager tweeted in support of pro-democracy protesters in Hong Kong. The suspension of NBA broadcast cuts off about 600 million Chinese basketball fans from the NBA's consumer base.
Rescuers are continuing the search for a worker trapped in rubble after the Hard Rock Cafe in New Orleans construction site collapsed, killing 2 people and injuring 30 others. The building's fragile state is making the rescue a much more complicated task. Crews briefly suspended the search for the missing worker. However, teams are now entering the site. The cause of the collapse is unknown, but New Orleans Mayor LaToya Cantrell promises a relentless investigation to discover the cause.
And that's all for tonight on PSN News.
Be sure to check us out on Twitter at PSN News and on Instagram at Penn State Network News.
Have a good night, Penn State.